What's up, my comic comrades? Dark Knight's Death Metal issue 2 released this past Tuesday, and as promised, we're here to cover it for you guys, which we will continue to do for each and every issue of the series. Speaking of, if you haven't read issue 1 of Death Metal or watched our episode on it, you can find that right here to get caught up. If not, you're definitely going to be lost, as issue 2 obviously picks up exactly where issue 1 left off. Another episode you guys are going to want to check out is our history of the Silver Age with Comic Tom and the Golden Age Guru. No, it's not related to today's topic, but it's seriously going to up your comic book trivia game, and the guys announced our massive Silver Age comic giveaway. 5 lucky winners will have a chance to win a piece of comic book history, so make sure to check out that episode for complete details. But now, let's get into Death Metal issue 2. The issue starts off with Batum, aka a Batman Atom, who's looking for a Wonder Woman and anyone else who opposes the Batman Who Laughs, in an iguana costume nonetheless. And trust me, that is the least weird thing in this book. Batum then says, "Castle Bat, come in, my lord. I have no sign of them yet, but if they dare come this way, Batum will teach them big things come in small." And before he can finish his sentence, he gets run over and killed by a monster truck. It literally looks like a cherry exploding. On the next page, we see it's Wonder Woman, Wally West, and Swamp Thing inside of a Batman-possessed monster truck called Batmobile. I told you guys an Adam Batman in a lizard costume wasn't the weirdest thing in this comic. We find out that much like B-Rex, the Batman-possessed T-Rex from the Batcave, this monster truck has also been uploaded with Batman's consciousness. Batmobile then yells, "Hey, where are you taking me? Hey, you." He then says, "Wonder Woman, you may have severed my brainstem, but I am Batmobile. In a world of genius machines, I rose to dominance. You cannot best me." Then after a humorous back and forth with Swamp Thing kills Batmobile. I swear, only Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo could get away with doing this stuff to Batman. I could just imagine them pitching this to DC editorial. I would have loved to be in that meeting. Anyway, we find out they're in a cemetery that resides within the Hellscape territory, which used to be Washington, DC. Wonder Woman then shows Swamp Thing and Wally West a secret hideout there called Valhalla Cemetery, or the Crypt of Heroes, which is located underground and is a sacred and long-held secret guarded by magic, science, and trust. She tells Swamp Thing and Wally, "I was worried that when Perpetua rearranged the world for the Batman Who Laughs, landmarks like this were lost, but it seems everything is still here, just twisted around." Moments later, while making their way down, they are attacked by a 3-headed wolf Green Lantern construct, which is one of the security measures for this place. Wonder Woman is then like, "Stand down, beast," and the construct says, "What is the password?" She then replies, "The last one told to me was Munkle." Then several members of the JSA appear, like Alan Scott Green Lantern, Dr. Fate, Jay Garrick Flash, and Wildcat. And Alan says it's pronounced Mahunkle. She was the guardian of this first headquarters for the JSA. And Wildcat says, "That'd be us, hun." They then greet each other, being extremely happy to see one another. And Wonder Woman asks Alan, "Batman, is he here?" And he replies, "He is, but he asked to not be disturbed as he's busy conscripting an army." We then see Batman with Jonah Hex, where Batman is asking Hex about old dead heroes and what their powers are to see if he should bring them back to life with his Black Lantern ring to use them for his army. Some of these heroes would be Liberty Bell, Phantom Lady, and Uncle Sam. And if Batman deems their abilities powerful enough, he puts a bat stamp on their crypt so he knows to bring them back to life. Wonder Woman then walks up to Batman saying, "This isn't the way, Bruce." Batman replies, "You shouldn't have killed him. Whatever you set in motion, I told you we needed to fight small." The him he would be referring to is the Batman Who Laughs, as Wonder Woman killed him at the end of issue 1 with her chainsaw of truth. Wonder Woman then tells him, "I'm sorry, Bruce, that wasn't something I could live with." And he says, "I'm sorry too, because moments from now, the Batman Who Laughs will evolve into some new nightmare, and all your grand plans, just forget it." Batman, while still trying to build his army, is like, "Forget it, I'll take everyone we can. I don't care about their powers, I'll take everyone. Then we'll storm Castle Bat, and we'll do it fast. Then we'll forge a new Earth in the dark, and we'll save who we can. No more, no less." Wonder Woman looks at Bruce and says, "One planet hidden in the dark, save who we can? That's all less, Bruce." She tells Batman, "Look, now's our chance, this moment. If we band together and get that crisis energy, we can use it to save all Earths, even those that have fallen. Make something new and beautiful and endless." Batman is like, "Listen to yourself, Diana. We're supposed to create some new infinite multiverse. Just leave so I can get back to work." Wonder Woman's like, "What changed inside of you?" And Batman says, "All right, do you want to know what happened to me? My secret? Fine, I'll tell you. Actually, it doesn't matter. But what does matter is we fought Barbados, and I was at the center of the conflict, and I thought by reaching higher together, we would not only win, but make the universe better. But instead, we broke the source wall, and we set her free, the oldest villain in this universe known as Perpetua. And with Luthor's help, she became 100 times more powerful than any Barbados. But we still reached higher, and tried to use the energy from this Dr. Manhattan to combat her, and we still fell. And now there's barely any Earth left, and you're talking about trying something even crazier. For those of you who are unaware, Batman and the Justice League fought Barbados in metal. And then they all fought Perpetua with Dr. Manhattan's energy after the Quintessence gave them one last Hail Mary pass, so to speak. With all that said, ultimately Batman comes around and then asks Wonder Woman, just tell me you have a plan. She then tells Batman her plan. She says Wally will stay hidden here while we rescue our friends on New Apocalypse, then travel into the Dark Multiverse to the original Crisis, steal the energy being fueled to Perpetua, and use it to power up Wally so he can destroy her and help us restart the universe. Batman then responds, that's either a plan or you're having a stroke. We need to move fast. Jay calls Barry Allen, who arrives in the blink of an eye, and Barry tells them there's not much of the Speed Force left. I've nearly burnt out all of it trying to go back in time to fix all of this. Wonder Woman says, we're not looking to time travel. We just need to get to Apocalypse. We need to get there to save our friends. And of course, Barry is down. Now remember at the end of the last issue where it was revealed that the Batman Who Laughs had a secret weapon which ended up being a Bruce Wayne version of Dr. Manhattan? Well, we now see that Batmage and the rest of the Batman Who Laughs disciples took the Batman Who Laughs brain out of his body once Wonder Woman killed him and are now surgically implanting it into the Bruce Dr. Manhattan body. The Batmage then says this naked blue Bruce Wayne body is more of an energy construct than material flesh. So it should absorb the Batman Who Laughs mind on its own and then in the process make him into something far more powerful than he was in life, a being of near unlimited power. Moments after putting the brain inside of his head, Dr. Manhattan Bruce starts to stand up, but he can't talk. And B-Rex is like, I knew it wouldn't work. Look at him. He can't even say his name. He's a big blue vegetable. And seconds after this new Bruce kills B-Rex and then says, there is no name for one like me. Not yet. Seconds later, Perpetua's voice appears saying, one who laughs. And he replies, my queen, you call me? As he transforms his body back into the Lord Batman Who Laughs form. She then continues talking to him saying, I have conquered another Earth. Only 6 remain. Listen well, my knight. I know you are a trickster. But the beings like me, my kind, if they sense what's happening here, they will come for this reality again, as they did when I first created it. Only I can conceal us from them. I trust you simply because you know that if you betray me, the hands will come for us both, and my judgment, while harsh, is nothing compared to the reckoning they would bring. And just like that, she disappears. And then the Batmage says, she is gone, my lord. We are at your service. What would you have us do? And then the Batman Who Laughs just kills all of them with a single wave of his hand. And then quickly makes one of his Robins his Robin King. And then says, Diana seeks to renew the multiverse, rebuild it from scratch. Well, so do I. But I will build something never seen before. 52 planets of nightmare. Beautiful in their horror. He then tells Robin, now I'll take my new form, child. Don't be afraid. Blue is for soldiers of the morning light. But me, I am no dawn. No, you can call me the Darkest Night. So now the Batman Who Laughs has gone from just the Batman Who Laughs to Lord Batman Who Laughs in issue 1 of Death Metal, and now in issue 2 became the Darkest Night. Say what you will, as he's seemingly going through transformations as fast as Goku recently, but the Darkest Night is a dope name nonetheless. We are then taken to the Arkham Wasteland where the Flash, Batman, Wonder Woman, Harley, and Jonah Hex are going to a secret location only Batman knows. And yes, your eyes don't deceive you, Harley is on a gigantic hyena, and I would mention Batman's skeleton bat cycle, but we already saw that in issue 1. Either way, it definitely fits the Mad Max post-apocalyptic vibe this book has. Anyway, when the heroes make their way into Batman's secret location, they are greeted by the original Dark Knights from Dark Knight's Metal. But Batman just looks at them and says, Dark Knights, stand down. And Red Death says, yes sir. And we find out they're just recreations. And he had this bunker built after his last fight with Barbados. And it now houses machines created by Toymaster in case there was ever another incursion. And Wonder Woman says, Toymaster, the last thing he built us was a combining Justice League super robot, or as I call it, the Justice League Megazord, which was also from Dark Knight's Metal. Wonder Woman then says to Batman, you're saying Toymaster made something stealth that can get us to New Apocalypse undetected? Something subtle? And Batman replies, not exactly subtle. And then on the final page of the issue, we see that Batman had Toymaster make them a gigantic robot spaceship in the likeness of Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And I gotta say it, you guys are looking at it, this thing is creepy looking. But as crazy and outlandish as it seems, this is a callback to the gigantic Batman, Superman robot spaceship from Superman Batman Public Enemies, both the comic book and the animated movie. But there you have it, the end of Death Metal issue 2. And apparently Batman, Wonder Woman, and gang are going to New Apocalypse in this Trinity spaceship. But with all that said, I enjoyed issue 2. This series is definitely out there. Snyder and Capullo are definitely doing crazy things like this Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman robot, or making a monster truck Batman. But as weird and crazy as it is, it's fun and kind of works for the story they're building. Sometimes it's a little too much for my personal taste, but I'm completely down for the weirdness because the story's been good thus far. I'm also very intrigued now that the Batman Who Laughs is essentially Dr. Manhattan. I'm very curious to see how that's going to turn out. I'm sure him and Wally West, Dr. Manhattan, are going to battle, at least I hope so. But like I always say, that's just my 2 cents. What do you guys think of this series so far? Let us know in the comments section below. First up for the week of July 15th, we have Dark Knight's Death Metal issue 2, as it's definitely going to change the DC universe going forward. Next up, we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 51. A mysterious character has returned, and the ripple effect sends shockwaves through every Power Ranger. Now the fragile alliance between the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and the Omega Rangers may be permanently shattered. Now we have the anticipated Venom issue 26. Venom Beyond begins here. For months, the maker has been fascinated with symbiotes. In this issue, we find out why, and what he intends to do with any he can get his hands on. Up next, we have Nightwing issue 72. Dick Grayson has learned the truth that fixing his identity lies with none other than Barbara Gordon. He must go to Gotham to find Batgirl and runs into the Joker's new sidekick, Punchline. And last but certainly not least, we have Empire issue 1. The Kree and the Skrulls have united under a new emperor, and their war fleet is on a collision course for our world. You definitely want to pick up Empire issue 1. And just like that, my comic comrades, that's going to bring today's episode to a close. But if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to check out this one right here. And if you like our channel, be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. It helps us out. But I'll see you guys next time when I talk about all things comics.